flag is in the air here at New Hampshire. For New Hampshire, when this race continues, things can change in an instant at day 7. Thomas Jowers Jr. did get his lap back. There he goes, celebrating tonight at day. Welcome to Go Fast Racing League Down to Mike's Truck Series for the round of 6. The Martinsville 79, 150 laps around this short half-mile speedway. Very much looking forward to this paperclip track. Love this place. Round of 6. I mean, we made it this far, so interesting. 2 drivers going to be eliminated. Not tonight, however. We got 3 races in this round. Martinsville, Texas, and the Semper Fi 113 at Phoenix International Speedway on November the 11th. Very much looking forward to, or November 9th, I apologize. Very much looking forward to this race. It's going to be a good one. Your round of 6 drivers: Eric Borelli, Todd Cray, Aaron Fowler, Kyle Frame, Kurt Smith, Eric Spencer. Your round of 6 drivers trying to make it in. And what makes it interesting is how many people we have here tonight. This is probably, I'm going to be honest, I didn't expect this many people to show up. 22 drivers showed up for this race tonight, and it's going to be a fun one, to say the least. A lot of drivers in the chase could have problems. This could make or break drivers trying to get into the next round. Right now, Todd Craig leading the way just by a little bit over Landon Lacey and Michael Trevarthian up there. We've seen Trevarthian already. He's been on it. Let's just be real. I mean, Trevarthian coming in here the last few weeks and pretty much winning everything he steps into. And you never know with him. He could have another good race tonight. So as I mentioned, round of 6, every point is reset. However, there is a 4-point difference right now for Eric Spencer. He does have the points lead by 4 points over Borelli, Cray, Kyle Frame, Kurt Smith. And I'm looking forward to it. It should be fun. So, real fast look at the weather. You can see it's late afternoon skies. Track not bad at all. 77-degree air temp, just a little slight wind. And track temperature says 103. However, it is 81 for what I'm seeing. It may be a little bit hotter now. The trucks are running because this is dynamic weather. One thing interesting about this race, pit stops. It does not matter if it's under green or under yellow. Pit stops are going to be crucial. You can see how tight the pit road is here. Got to be careful getting on and off pit road. Don't want to make any mistakes by missing your box, because I'm going to be honest, you really don't want to even start to the high side. Look for guys that possibly would count cars on exit of pit road. You don't want to start to the high side. It is like Daytona, like you get left out of the draft. You're just going to keep falling back until hopefully you can find a way to get in to the groove, I guess you can say. So, also, we got an in-race reporter. Landon Lacey is going to be our in-race reporter now, currently in the number 35, running second right now, so we'll have a good view from him. And he's been fast all night. He's been trying to catch Todd Cray. I watched him earlier and talking to him. He was working really hard to try to catch Todd Cray, trying to figure out what he was doing. But yeah, I'm looking forward to it. It should be a good race, as I mentioned. Lots of stuff that's going to happen during this race. Qualifying is about to begin in 40 seconds. And we'll get this qualifying underway here for Martinsville. Only 150 laps. So this race is probably one of the shortest we have this year. This race probably won't take a little over an hour, to be completely honest. And but it's going to be a good one. I keep saying I've been looking forward to it weekend. This is the only race these guys race this week. They don't race tomorrow. They don't race the next day. Usually they run the K&N on Fridays and the Grand National Series on Saturdays. However, this is the only race. This is the only race we broadcast. We didn't actually broadcast a lot in the rest of this week. We do not broadcast tomorrow, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. We don't broadcast any of them days. We're back on Tuesday at Watkins Glen for a Halloween special for the Dynasty Racing League Chase race at Watkins Glen. So that's going to be fun. Qualifying about to start as practice wraps up. They got about 6 seconds, and we'll be getting qualifying underway. It's going to be fun to watch this qualifying session. A lot of close times. These guys are super close on times. It's all about that long run speed. That's what I'm seeing. Who's going to be able to do something on the long run? Kurt Smith, one of our Chase drivers, coming out representing the pink tonight for breast cancer awareness. You can see that. Pretty cool. Bunch of drivers weren't running pink tonight. Well, I think I've counted about 7 different drivers have pink on somewhere on their truck tonight. Kurt coming through turn number 4, and he will get his lap in. As soon as he does, we'll hop over to Eric Spencer. Jeff Smith with the pole right now. Eric Spencer coming out of turn 4. Let's see, who else is out there? Eric Spencer trying to make it into the next round as well. Across the start-finish line, Eric Spencer qualifies inside the top 10 in 8th place. Eric Borelli slowing down. He probably be starting towards the back end. James Loretto in that number 13 Appalachian State Chevrolet coming across the start-finish line. Looks like he's going to have a solid lap in 11th right now. Skylar Allen, of course, out there on track as well as he's bringing that truck to pit road. We'll see the next time he comes down or under the caution. There's Derek Pemberton. Love the truck, by the way, made by yours truly. The Sun Energy paint scheme tonight, but he is representing the pink. Of course, he's got the hashtag I'm famous on the back because he thinks he is. You all know how Derek is. So here he comes out of turn 2. Let's see what kind of lap Derek can do here in that number 81 Chevrolet. Coming out of turn 4, Derek Pemberton's lap. It's going to be, it looks like a solid lap, maybe 10th. Yep, 10th place. Who else is out on track? Trevarthian up to 2nd. Landon Lacey out there yet? I don't think I've seen Landon as yet. Right now, Todd Cray on top of the board. Landon Lacey is out on track. Here he comes in the number 35. Coming to the start-finish line. What place is he going to jump up to? 2nd with a 19.854. That's about what he ran in qualifying or practice. He's only 7/1000 second off of Todd Cray. So a good lap for Landon. However, he's going to be up on an inside line or outside line. Derek coming down pit road. Todd Cray still out there getting some practice laps in, and number 21 learning how his truck's going to do. A couple guys sitting here waiting to cross the finish line. Eric Borelli, Eric Minch, a lot of Chase drivers. You see the pink wheels, and I love that truck that Eric Minch is running. That is awesome. Pretty cool looking truck, I'm not going to lie. The Munsters. Really cool, man. I like that. Austin Marion and Joshua Banks. Keep your eye on that number 36 as well. We keep counting him out. Every time I think he's going to get counted out, he always surprises me and does something good. So I like Joshua. He's a really good commentator as well. So hopefully he'll be able to have a good run here tonight. So you see Todd Gray. He's actually out there on the track getting some much needed practice in. He got a little bit of the curb there, but looks like he's going to go ahead and bring that 21 truck in. So we're just waiting. Who's going to cross the start-finish line? This will be your 16th, or I'm sorry, your 18th, 19th, 20th, 21st. Raymond Tollinen has not been out on the track yet. We do have 22 drivers in. Hopefully he's able to get in here and do his lap. As I mentioned, your top 6, Eric Borelli, Todd Cray, Aaron Fowler, Kyle Frame, Kurt Smith, Eric Spencer, your top 6 in points. After Phoenix, we will eliminate 2 drivers, so whoever wins can advance to the next round. So Todd Cray right now, who's first, has a chance to advance into the next round and the final at Homestead, Miami here in a couple weeks. We'll see how this all shapes up. I'm sitting here just reading some stuff. So there goes the 00. Is he going to roll yet? These guys waiting to the very last minute to go across the line. I got an idea why Joshua Banks. I believe he's got to come down pit road. He will have a black flag, I believe. There goes Eric Minch across. The rest of these guys. Joshua Banks, I believe, will have a black flag, though, because did not get 20 laps in. I don't think. But there they all go. So, we're going to look at the grid. As Todd Cray picks up his pole, another pole for this season. As the gridding has begun. Michael Trevarthian in row 2. Kyle Frame, Jeff Schmidt in row 3. Eric Spencer, Aaron Fowler in row 4. Top 10 goes to Brandon Puffenbarger, James Pandal. Derek Pemberton in number 81. Alongside John Morris in that 43 truck. Dylan Vose, Skylar Allen will start alongside him in row 7. James Finn, James Loretto will start in the 16th position. And row 9, we got Kurt Smith and Joshua Banks. Row 10, Eric Borelli, Austin Marion, and Eric Minch will start in 21st place. Let's bring in our in-race reporter that will be with us tonight. Landon Lacey, is he out there yet? I'm sure he is. There he is. Alright, so we'll go ahead and bring Landon in. Talk to him. Now, Landon, you got me?
Yes, sir.
Well, you did get in qualifying. Second place. Now, let me ask you a question. You don't really want to start on the high side here, do you?
It's not a bird line, but I do think you can get a good restart. If you can get a good restart, you can probably get in behind the first place car coming off of you.
Let me ask you this. We know that this place is one of your favorite tracks, I believe. As far as short tracks go, it seems like you're always good at them. What is going to be the biggest challenge you face here tonight? Is it just all the traffic? Is it the pit road? What is it?
I think it's going to be a little bit of tire wear and a little bit of track position. I think track position is important. And I think you're going to have to take care of those tires as well. So
we know you're running the pink for breast cancer, of course, this weekend again. But tonight, man, I'm looking right now at the long speeds, and it looks like you're one of the favorites to have a chance at this, beating Todd Cray and knocking him off. So go out there and have a good race, man. We'll be talking to you throughout the cautions and stuff. Hopefully you're not in one, and we'll be watching.
All right, I'll try to stick up here and stay away from them.
Yeah, for sure, buddy. Good luck.
All right, thank you, sir.
All right. So that Todd Cray in at 21. Man, this field is jacked up. Look at this thing. They are everywhere right now. Here they come. Out of turn 4. We're going to see the green flag as soon as they get to the front stretch. Green flag is out. Martinsville 79. Round of 6 underway here. As it is, Todd Cray, you're one of your elite 6, I guess we could say, on that pole side. You got the 35, Landon Lacey, and the 31 now taking a peek. That is Michael Trevarthian. Landon Lacey falls in line, so the battle's going to be a little bit further back. It looks like the 57, Kyle Frame, taking a peek underneath that Jeff Smith, number 61. I love these paints that team's running. Look at that. Look at Jeff Smith's paint, man. All these guys running like little Halloween paints tonight. Really cool. Running some orange on it. Check that out. That is awesome. Here comes that 57 truck to the inside of Jeff. 1 bump tells you I'm there. 2 bumps, you better move. 3rd bump, you're going around. Ain't that the saying at Martinsville? You can see Eric Spencer trying to follow suit. This is what we was talking about Martinsville. You get left out to dry, and you got to try to find a hole to get to the bottom. You can see Jeff Smith, where he started on the high side, having some trouble. You also see, who is that back there? Aaron Fowler. Looks like he's running a special paint scheme tonight. Oh, man, that's nice. Yeah, that is a great looking paint scheme. That's awesome. Michael Myers on the front. Let's see if we can get Michael into victory lane. He's going to complete the pass. Jeff Smith will find a hole in front of the 88 of Brandon Puffenbarger. And Brandon may give the 61 a little tap. Racing behind here, John Morris. As we had a change for the lead. The 35 was able to get around to 21. Landon Lacey, caution flag comes out. And it's John Morris. We was just looking at him. Gets some damage. And he almost overcorrected. He's running side by side with that number 19 truck, who's also running the Halloween paint scheme. Here's what happened. Was there contact? Nope. Too much wheel lock up. Oh, and into the outside wall. So a single car spin. And Landon Lacey takes the car up front. And we're having some pit stops happening. Everybody trying to make it to pit road. Some cars staying out, some cars not. Pit road tires going to be very important. Derek Pemberton coming in, as well as that number 19, Dylan Bose, the 96, the 13. Somebody got a penalty, the 65. Could have had some issues. Watch this race off pit road. This is going to be insane. People trying to count cars. Here they come. Kyle Frame stays out and will lead this lap. 21 pulling into his box. Tires going up on the 35 and the 21. This could be 2 tire stops for some guys. It looks like 35 is going to take 4. And done it away. Landon Lacey wins the race off pit road. Here comes the 21, the 31, the 96. I think Skylar took 2. Skylar Allen, 2 tires. There goes the 61, the 81, the 19 of those. The 13 comes out. And 14 looks like Joshua Banks. The 00 comes out as well. The 65. Austin Marion and Kurt Smith comes out. So Kyle Frame takes the lead. We had 6 cars stay out. James Finn, James Pandolf, Brendan Puffenbarger, Aaron Fowler, Eric Spencer, Kyle Frame. Of course, Kyle Frame right now in the chase as well, so he will get a bonus point for leading the lap. I'm sorry, I apologize. I skipped his name. You know, Dakota Craig's actually running, wait, he's actually not out there. That's why I skipped his name. It didn't pop up. Huh. Just seen that. So Dakota Craig apparently not in the session at the moment. He is back in 21st. Green flag is back out. We're back to racing. And there was a checkup, pretty hard checkup there for a lot of these guys on that outside road. The 57 able to get clear. This is going to stack up the field behind them. You got cars. There you go. James Pandolf in the wall. 96 around. More trouble behind them. The 31 is around as well. Michael Trevarthian. That is a big name taken out. Let's see what happened here. As we get another replay. This whole line stacked up. The 31 may have got some of Todd Cray. Nope. It may... looked like it all happened above from where James Finn got into the wall. Let's see. You'll see the 60 truck hit the wall. I'm going to look at this. I can't exactly see how that happened. The 60 goes wide. He gets into the wall. And Skylar Allen comes down on the 31 from what I'm seeing. And unfortunately, it takes out a lot of good trucks. Because Trevarthian really fast. And that's going to shake up his field. Remember, they only get 12x limit. You see Derek Pemberton already with some damage to the back end of his truck as well. But should be okay with that. So, Kyle Frame, Aaron Fowler, Eric Spencer, James Pandolf, Landon Lacey did move up 2 spots. Todd Cray moved up a spot as well. Brandon Puffenbarger lost a couple spots, and James Finn, of course, lost a spot after he got into the wall. But I want to show you guys some of these paints that we're seeing. You can see here the Metalhead Motorsports team running special Halloween paint schemes. He's running like a skeleton, pretty cool. Aaron Fowler running a Halloween paint scheme. I think that's one of my favorites so far that I've seen. Let's see who else is. Jeff Smith, of course, running. I just said him. There we go. Got a little Halloween paint scheme on Dylan Bose. Pretty cool. Joshua Banks already up to 13th place. Michael Trevarthian running that same type of Halloween painting scheme. Eric Minch, probably one of my favorites as well. The Munsters, pretty cool. And Skylar Allen, you can see the damage he's got on the front of that car. Really severe damage on the front of that 96. That may cause overheating issues. Now, I know that's got to be rough because he's got Bub Wilson's name on the roof of the car. For you guys that don't know Bub Wilson, he is a kid that is battling type 1 diabetes. And, of course, we're always thinking about him here. Good friend of us. Him and his family both. So, good friend of Skylar especially. Green flag about to come back out. Green flag out. Martinsville. Round of 6 again. Let's try this again and see if we can get a little bit further. Here comes that 75 trying to take away second spot from that 4. 74 hit the wall. That bunched up the inside just a little bit. Ooh, Todd Cray. That wouldn't have been good. Of course, keep your eye on that 35 and the 21. They are the first ones with fresh tires on their truck. Here comes Landa Lacey looking underneath the 4 as well of Aaron Fowler. Behind them, the 74, James Pandolf battling the 21. Looks like Landa's going to be able to take away that spot, move him to 3rd, so the battle's going to be back for 4th place. As Todd Cray trying to hold off the 74, James Pandolf. There goes the 4. He's going to get loose and catches it. Good job. That does stack up this entire group, however. So if we have a caution, right here is probably where it's going to be. I'm going to be honest. A 13 right there, putting possibly a bump. 3 wide out of Martinsville. 74 in the wall. He's going to get hard even more into it. And we stay green. He kept the truck going straight. I don't know if Derek actually got him or not. Here comes Derek now looking to the inside of James Finn. For 6th place. Derek Pemberton making some gains. And he will take over that spot. Oh, the 13 may have gotten the back of the 60. Joshua Banks to the inside of the 60 now. He just keeps getting lost and keeps falling back. And hello, Nate, sir. Yeah, I was hoping you'd be here tonight, to be honest. I'm sure you was too. James Finn really falling back now. He got into the wall once again. And he continues to drop. You can see that 19 of Vose going underneath him as well. Skylar Allen, as much damage as what he's got, somehow driving his way back up through the field. He is 1 lap down and will be your lucky dog if a caution was to come out and when it comes out. Here comes Joshua Banks looking to the inside of the 36 or of the 81. You can also see that 31 of Trevarthian starting to drop back up through there as well after getting wrecked earlier. And he's going to put the pass on Pemberton and take over the 7th spot. So Derek drops back to 8th, losing 2 spots in a matter of 1 lap. Here comes a pass for 2nd. Eric Spencer trying to hold off Landa Lacey. He does go wide. He may go ahead and let Landon have it. Coming out of turn number 2. Still side by side as they drag race down the backstretch into 3. It's all about braking zones. This track reminds me so much of a race or of a road course that it's literally almost identical the way you race this track like a road course. So it's not surprising to see some of these guys, the road course guys that we know is good at road course, to have a good chance here. Trevarthian putting the pass on Aaron Fowler. As Kyle Frame is out now by 1.08 seconds over Landon Lacey. That gap slowly closing. Last couple laps, Landon's been faster 2/10. Somebody that's starting to work their way up, though, is right here. Joshua Banks, as we hop on board. Starting to work his way up. Started 18th, is up to currently up to 5th, and his lap times have looked really good. Once again, that time he was the fastest on track. That time by about 3/100,000th of a second. Yellow comes out. Looks like the caution comes out, and a big wreck. Jeff Smith, the 13, and everybody else was involved. Ooh, a 14 of Borelli, the 96 of Skylar Allen, and more trucks just pile in, nowhere to go. I don't know what happened. Did Derek lock up his brakes a little bit, and it scared the 61? I don't know what happened. It looks like the 61 couldn't, or the 13 may not have checked up a little bit. The 19 of those was involved as well. We had 3, I think, drivers caught up in that. The 74 somehow makes it through it. Wow. Let's check Eric Borelli, though. It's a big one. Pit road's open, so these guys probably going to be getting a lot of damage fixed. Did somebody stay out? Brandon Puffenbarger stays out. I believe that is to lead a lap. You can see Landon Lacy pulling into his box. This is going to be a big race. He misses the box. He's going to have to back up. That is huge. Who's going to win the race off pit road? We definitely know it ain't going to be the 35. He's going to lose a couple spots. Here comes the 57. Landon pitted him from 3rd place or 2nd place. He's at least going to come out in 4th. It looks like. No, make it 7th. Wow. So a lot of time lost there on the 35's pit. Pull him in and ask what happened. Landon, you got me?
Yes, sir.
Missed the pit box a little bit. Still a fast truck tonight. How's it feel?
Feels pretty good. Yeah, actually was trying to use my clutch pedal for a brake pedal there for some reason. Yeah. But yeah, truck's pretty good. Had a good long run speed there. And I hate that the 21 got back in front of me because I feel like if I can get in front of him, I can stay in front of him. But now that I'm behind him, I kind of feel like I get stuck.
We've seen you pass him once at the start of the race, and we know it's going to come down between about 5 different drivers, what we estimated in practice. We are starting to see the 36 make a move with Joshua Banks, which shouldn't be new. How's the tires feel out on track, though? I mean, we haven't been a terribly long run, but how's the truck feel, you know, on the longer runs?
I mean, it's pretty good because, I mean, I got under Eric Spencer, I believe it was, there on that run, and was actually able to dive it off in the corner, and the tires actually stuck pretty well. So I'm a little bit surprised with how good the tire wear is here today.
It looks like you're going to be starting up on the high side once again. So go out there, man, and see what you can do, and I'll be up here watching.
All right. Thanks, sir.
Bud. So Brandon Puffenbarger stays out with 18-lap tires. I don't know. They are. There's some nice trucks out here tonight. I was really impressed with it. Your boy looks really good. That whole team looks really good tonight. Jeff Smith, of course, he was caught up in that wreck, and hopefully he'll get back on track because I want to see it again. I love the way his truck looks. One of the coolest ones out there, I think. So the green flag's about to come back out. And there we go. Green flag back out. And that was a good restart by everybody that time. Let's see if that 57 can do something on that 88 with them old tires. Remember, Brandon, in that 88 truck, older tires, 18 laps, make that 19 laps now on that set of tires. He's going to lose the top spot from the outside as the 57 drives around him. There's a big battle right there. Landon Lacy and Todd Craig with Eric Spencer up in front. Landon trying to get down. Todd with a good run off turn number 2. May be able to power back in front. He does. Now Landon's going to have to get down in front of that 31 of Trevarkian. We know Trevarkian is fast. Here's who everybody better be watching. I'm telling you right now, Landon may think he's fast, and he is. But I don't know. Joshua Banks may have something. He's really reeling these guys in. I'm going to be honest. It's a matter of time, I think, before we see that truck up front. Todd Craig goes wide. That's going to open the bottom for the 35 of Landon. And he may put a pass on the 88 as well. The 88 goes wide of Puffenbarger. And will he get the wall? No, he will not. Oh, the 81. Almost getting contact with the 4 as he tries to pass for 7th. Coming up out of turn 4. And he will pass for 7th. Let's go back a little bit further into running order. You see that 88 just keeps dropping back. He has dropped from first all the way back to what is now 10th. He just got passed by a lap car of Eric Borelli in that 14. Eric's going to have a good run. This is an important race for a lot of these drivers in this chase. I can't wait till we do our Veterans Day. November 9th, we're doing a Veterans Day thing here. And we'll also do it November 11th. We're doing a special Veterans Day thing for guys. I'm really looking forward to that. One of my favorite times to do something like that. The last time by, the fastest out on track was Joshua Banks, Landon Lacey, Michael Trevarthian, in that order. This time by, it looks to be the same. Yeah, Joshua Banks and Landon Lacey, Michael Trevarthian, then Todd Cray. Things starting to get a little spaced out. Now, for guys that might be kind of new to racing or short track racing in particular, one thing about short track racing that you may or may not know, the biggest part of short track racing is passing lap traffic. That's always one of the biggest keys when it comes to short track racing. Right now, these guys going into turn 3. The first lap car is up in turn 1. That is Jeff Smith, who's back out on track. You can see him here. He does got a lot of damage, but he's a few laps down. But the way caution's going out, he may be able to get back on a weak lap. Aaron Fowler getting passed by the 60. James Finn, possibly. Side by side as they work out of turn 2. Of course, if a caution was to come out right now, Eric Borelli would be your lucky dog at the moment. He is right in front of, 60 into the wall. Caution will fly. So Eric Borelli will take the caution. James Finn may be done. Let's see. Oh, did the 14 help? I think the 4 may have helped a little bit. It's tough to see from that view. 4 hit some of the curb. I seen it right there. Okay. So it looks like the 4 didn't do nothing wrong. Aaron Fowler got a little loose after he hit the curb, and it looks like the 60 may have reacted to it and got loose on exit. So pit road's going to be open. These guys are wearing me out with the short tracks tonight, I'm telling you. There they come down pit road. Everybody should come down. Borelli's going to stay out because he's a lucky dog. 13's going to stay out as well to get the wave around. Austin Marion going to stay out as well to get the wave around. Same as Jeff Smith should stay out as well. We mentioned how important pit road is. Let's see if the 35 makes that mistake again. Here comes the 57. He's in his box really nice. It's one of the hardest pit roads because of the turn. You see right there, Landon Lacey coming into his box. In at 35, he slides in. Good stop that time. 21 may have slid in a little bit too much, but it should be a good stop. Landon already down and away. Looks like he took 2 tires. Oof, I don't know about that one, Landon. I don't know if I like that call. I like you and all, but 2 tire stop may not be what you want. We're going to take a fast break. We'll be right back. Once again, guys, thanks everybody that donated to the breast cancer awareness. Tonight is our last night doing it. You can donate if you choose to by the link in the description. All the money goes straight to breast cancer. Thank you. I know Gene helped out a little bit. Thank you guys so much for that. Goes for a good cause, of course. And Tuesday we'll be back. We're not running the breast cancer that night. We will be running a Halloween special that night. And of course on November 4th, we'll be broadcasting here on this YouTube channel all day and all night long. Well, most of the night. We broadcast them for the Go Fast Racing League that night, but we'll be broadcasting a lot of different games during the day across different platforms. PC gaming, I think we got different broadcasters coming in. Jack Williams, I think, may be broadcasting. Anyway, should be fun. So here we go. Up front, 2 tires versus 4. It's going to be interesting. Green flag back out. And the leader got caught sleeping. May have had wheel spin. As the 57 clears Landon Lacey. Landon going to slide back in front of that 36. Here comes Joshua Banks to the inside of him. Not going to be able to get there. These guys really battling hard. Here comes Lacey looking to the inside of the 57. For the lead on 2 tires. Will he be able to make the pass? Let's find out how important 2 tires to help you here. How about Derek Pemberton up to 5th, man? Good for him. That's awesome. What a battle for the lead. .57 able to clear him almost, not just yet. Landon gets a good run through the center. That's what really helps him. Doing everything he can right now to stay in front of that, or stay beside that 57. Checking the brakes, make sure there ain't no heat, and it looks like Landon may be able to take that spot. Caution comes out, Landon in the lead. Looks like John Morris around again, I believe. He did, I think it was the same type of wreck, I believe. Or did the 14 have something to say? Oh, there was contact. The 14 put the bumper to somebody. That's something we don't see all day, or very often. Let's see it here again. There you go. Moves him around. Get out of my way, Eric Borelli says. And I don't actually think he'll be the lucky dog. He actually came back down pit road. I don't think he'll be the lucky dog because of he was involved in the caution. Did have drivers come down pit road. Landon Lacey being one of them. So Kyle Frame takes over the top spot. In that number 57, once again, we'll step aside and get into the commercial. We'll be right back. Back here again at Martinsville Speedway for the Martinsville 79. We are not quite halfway, just about there right now. We have seen quite a few cautions. 5 cautions so far for 17 laps, typical Martinsville. 96 laps remain. 9 lead changes, which is something you don't see a ton of at Martinsville, so it's kind of interesting to see that. Joshua Banks currently in 2nd. Best lap of the race so far. Looks like it is going to go to Landon Lacey with a 19.990. Everybody else in the 20s. So Landon right now with the best lap at this moment. I thought Todd Cray would actually be the best, but no, actually he's like he's about 2nd or 3rd best on the lap charts at the moment. So we got a couple cars catching up to the back end of the field. They just now caught up. We do got one car dropping to the back. Looks like that was Kurt Smith dropping to the back end of the field. Possibly a penalty. Actually, no, he dropped back because of a lucky dog, I believe. Here we go. Pace car is in. We get ready to go back racing. Green flag, back out. How about Derek Pemberton? A little wheel spin on the side, but he is up to 4th place at the moment. Oh, there goes the 36 into the wall. Oh, man. Todd Cray, I'm sorry, not Todd Cray, but Joshua Banks may have gotten a little help from the 75. You be the judge. And a caution is out as well. You be the judge of this. 75 gets into him. Everybody else looks like they make it by him. And apparently there was another wreck that happened behind him. I'm looking to see it. Oh, right there it is, I believe. Watching to see it. Oh, somebody up in front. I seen a purple. It looked like, who was that? Oh, the 00 of Eric Minch. Wow. Oh, that's a big wreck. What happened to him? It had to be because of the stack up. Minch may have had help from the 60 and James Finn, the 13 involved as well. One more look. I don't know if James Finn actually had a help. Oh, man, I don't know about that one. One more look from this view. So I'm trying to get multiple angles of it, guys. It does help the replay official as well. Be the judge. I don't know, did 00 keep coming up or did the 60 come down a little bit? So it looks like Brandon Puffenbarger, the only one coming up pit road that I've seen. James Finn, of course, came down pit road. Eric Minch down pit road, of course. Kind of understand that. Man, well, guys, I never thought I'd see the day that Derek Pemberton looks to be fast. But I'm going to be honest with you right now. This kid's looking good, and I respect that. I give him the most respect in the world because I'll be honest, he started 11th. He was a little worried about this place, and right now, he may not be the fastest, but I really think these caution flags are really helping him in order for him to have a good run. You see the back end, hashtag I'm famous. Back end's a little beat up, but his rest of his trucks looks pretty good. He's got some tire marks there, it looks like. Actually, that's part of the paint, I apologize. Run the Sun Energy that Chase Elliott ran, but of course pink on it. Is the pace light's already off? No, so they're going to be going off this time. All right. Here we go. Green flag for Kyle Frame is out. A good restart that time from both lanes. The thing with Derek, he's got to be a little patient here. You don't want to be over aggressive. Keep running your race. Give up a few spots if you have to. Eric Minch right now to his inside for second. Somebody goes high as the 31 Trevarthian. Here comes Todd Cray for third. And Derek Pemberton, two teammates side by side. One of these guys locked up the brakes. I don't know who that was. Derek right now stuck on the outside. Nowhere to go. Got to be careful not to get into that wall. He may let Michael Trevarthian, who really dives it in. Looks like he's going to be able to take away that spot as well from the 81. James Pandolf not far behind him looking on as these guys battle up towards the front. It is a battle for second. Eric Spencer loses second place. A little bump from the 35. All this helping Kyle Frame. Now they get single file. Back here, Brandon Puffenbarger passing the 96 I'm sorry, 36 is Joshua Banks. I don't know why I said 96. These two still side by side. Oh, 36 almost getting back into 74. He's going to go wide by using the brake. That's going to allow the 88 Puffenberger to pass him and complete the pass. Here comes the 4 Baron Fowler as the 36 puts the block on Fowler at that time. Up front, Todd Cray really starting to run down. The 57. Last time by, Cray has been the fastest on track. Once again, that time, Cray fastest again. If a caution was to come out, Eric Borelli will get the wave around. As long as he's not in the caution or involved in the caution in any way. Or slows down too much. That can actually happen too. You guys do have a lap car coming up. That is Eric Minch up in front of these guys in the 00. Going into turn 1, so we'll see how this all plays out. Eric was actually doing really good. Now he's showing, actually no, he's 9 laps down. We are single file all the way throughout the field at the moment. Eric Borelli trying to stay in front of Kurt Smith from here to 69. Eric right now will get the lucky dog unless Kurt is able to get around him. However, that's going to change pretty fast. Here comes a pass for the lead. Kyle Frame goes a little too wide. Todd Cray takes advantage down into turn 1. That's going to allow the 75 and the 35 to catch up. And it looks like Trevartian is there as well. Todd Cray to the lead. We kind of knew that could have been only a matter of time. He hasn't really done much since the start of the race after getting the pole. He will lead this lap. "12 cars right now in the lead lap. That is the Austin Marion right now, the last one on the lead lap in the 65. 00 is going to go high to give plenty of room. He actually going to come almost to a stop. Let them guys go, so a smart move by him. Actually, he's really off the pace. I don't know. It's definitely on purpose for him going that high. It's sure. Oh, who's that? Eric Spencer. What a save. Was there a move from the 35? I think the 35 put the bumper to him. No, or did he just get loose? He just got loose. Wow, what a save. Holy cow. Good driving, Eric. But he will lose 2 spots in the process of doing that. Last time by, it was Kyle Frame, the fastest on track. This time by, Lena Lacey, and then Michael Trevartian, the fastest. Then Eric Spencer. As we passed halfway, let's get a rundown from our race summary. 10 lead changes, 6 cautions so far. Todd Cray, your current leader. Our current leader, 74 laps remain, about to be 73. Todd Cray right now has led 8 laps. Right now your lap leader is Kyle Frame. And then I believe it is Landon Lacey, I believe, with 6 laps. So not a ton of laps left for a ton of these guys. But the battle's going to be up front. Kyle Frame has really closed in on this 57 truck, or 21 truck. That's in Paradise Chevrolet. Here comes Frame, looking to the inside, gets some of the curb. That's going to allow him to get loose, and it allows, oh, Landon Lacey also got loose. That allows Todd Cray to extend the gap just a little bit. Here comes the 31 Trevartian, almost getting to the back end of the 35, checks up. How much Trevartian thing's pretty cool. I don't know who made that. Really good. Now I gotta make one. I'm gonna make a couple, I think, actually. Joshua Banks was able to get around Derek Pemberton. That was 74 of James Pandolf working on the 70 for the 81. Here comes Pandolf to the inside. Derek's just going to give that spot up for now. Fall back in line, and right behind him we got a bigger battle. The 4 and the 43, John Morris and Aaron Fowler side by side, right in front of Eric Borelli. Seen John Morris with a couple spins tonight, and already, oh, the 4 gets into the wall, but already he's still in the top 10 now, as he just took 10th away. Long run has set in here at Martinsville. We have been 38 laps on this run. Finally, we get the long run we was looking for. It's going to be a while for these guys to catch some lap traffic, as the first car getting ready to go a lap down right now is just now entering turn number 3. It looks like that's Dylan Vose. Keep in mind, guys, that there is a winter series. I will be broadcasting both races, I believe, on Friday and Sunday. And I think they might have another one a day, but there is a winter series. I think it starts right after the season starts. I think there might be a week break, maybe. I'm trying to remember exactly. I know they're racing dirt for one of them, but they're also doing another one. I can't remember what it is. I think it's late models or super late models. It's one of them two. I think that is the only one that I'm broadcasting. There may be another one. There is another one. I can't remember, I think, but I don't remember what day it's exactly ran on. So it's going to be fun. I'm looking forward to it. HomeNet Hosting Cup Series will begin next season as well. That starts in February, and they follow the schedule, I do believe. And I'm looking forward to that. This will be the biggest, and I'll be broadcasting that as well. So HomeNet Hosting coming on board and broadcast or sponsor the series from St. Joseph, Missouri. If anybody wants to know, it provides web hosting, graphic design, and computer repair and service. HomeNet Hosting has been the web hosting and TeamSpeak hosting partner of GoFast since 2016. So yeah, the partnership's coming on board with them. You can actually email them. Go to gofastracing.us. I'll put the link in the description or in the chat as well. Oh yeah, there you go. Man, is everybody from the workplace tonight? Come on, guys. Lee, I understand why you're working though. It's like 10 a.m. there. Caution comes out. And Derek Pemberton is around. And did he get a ton of damage? Looks like he just spun easy backing up. Why would you back up in front of people? As that just disqualified him. And Derek Pemberton's out. No idea exactly what he was thinking. I'm going to be completely honest. That was one of the bonehead moves I've ever seen. And I say that, he's my teammate, guys. I'm being dead serious. That was not smart. He goes around. I understand that. You go around. Skylar Allen somehow got involved in that as well, and it looks like his night's ended as well. And I'm lost for words. Oh my, that was a new one, guys. Hey, I'm honest when it comes to broadcasting. And if you don't want me to broadcast, if you want me to broadcast your league, you better know what you're getting into. That was, that was a bonehead move by Derek Pemberton. I'm just being honest. So anyway, Landon Lacey looks like he wanted to race off pit road. We did come down pit road during that replay. Landon Lacey wins the race off pit road. About a second over Todd Cray and Kyle Frame. So a good stop for Landon that time. Let's pull in Landon Lacey.
Pretty much give me a black flag because I probably drove about 20 through 20 boxes.
Hello.
What's up?
Since you drove through about 20
Thanks, bud.
boxes.
Thanks, bud.
I hope you don't make a bonehead move like your teammate just made. Anyway, how's the truck feeling? Landon.
Hang on.
Okay.
All right, go ahead.
Okay, so anyway, how's the truck feeling right now out on track? How you doing right now? Oh wait, we're gonna go back green. I'm gonna let you go.
Yeah, we are.
Going. Caution stuff coming out, man. Everybody catching up. I don't know what was going on, guys. Sorry about that. Green flag about to come back out. As Todd Cray takes the lead on the restart. And the battle's going to be for third. Sorry, guys, all this mix-up stuff. Go through the field a little bit. Here comes a pass to 75 to the inside of Austin Marion. As Marion falls back to a, sorry guys, I'm looking at some stuff right now, and I'm just a little upset with a teammate of mine, so I apologize. No problem, James, and thank you. I appreciate that. Mitch, if you're watching, I'm sure you probably are. He usually is in here. It definitely, I couldn't tell if it was actually your fault when I watched it, or if he moved up a little. I wasn't 100% sure on what happened. That's why it was kind of, I asked the chat, I was like, you decide whose fault. I wasn't 100% sure either on that. But I do appreciate the words, though, for sure. And also, guys, while I'm sitting here thinking about, we're watching Landon Lacey try to run down Todd Cray, we got a car around, I believe. 43, and he just got kicked out of the race because it wasn't the spin. They have a 12x limit, there's 2x, and then there's 3x, and that kicks it. That was 12x right there. So, unfortunately for John Morris, his night's coming to an end. So pit road is going to be open. Will they come down? We ran 11 laps. Here they come. Frame staying out. Bank staying out. Oh, Pandolf just killed Austin Marion coming to pit road. Oh, my. And that's not good. Austin Marion in the chase. Oh, there goes the 19 Dylan Bowes wrecking on caution. Good Lord, guys. Calm down. Here comes the race off pit road. These guys, man, I'm telling you, they're something tonight. Whew, they need to relax a little bit. 4 tires up. Down and away goes the 31 Trevarthian, he took 2 tires. Of course, Todd Cray and Atlanta Lacey. Here comes Eric Spencer. Here comes Brandon Puckenbarger. And here comes Aaron Fowler. I'm telling you, it is insane. All right. Well, we're going to double back up, guys. And I've been kind of speechless over the past few hours, which I didn't think would happen. But we'll see. Also, I want to give a shout out to the sponsor. Down to Mike's. Without them, guys, I'm going to be straight up honest. Everybody likes racing in the races. I understand that. But as a league owner, that I was a league owner myself and currently in the process of doing another one, it would not be possible without sponsors. I mean, there's no possible way. And they wouldn't have any broadcast or nothing. It would just be a bunch of guys. Probably not even this many guys racing. So a shout out to Down to Mike's, located in North Carolina. Who sponsors the truck series, and I believe are coming back on. I know John Ronaldo, who's not in here, him and his brother. I believe that's his brother's pub that actually sponsors it. So, shout out to Down to Mike's for sure. Let's see if we can get one in. Okay, 36 caught up. That was a little scary. Pace car is in. Green flag back out. We're green flag racing once again. And already the 74 slides the tires in, making contact with the 31 of Trevarthian. 74 falling back. That is James Pandoff now. Looking to the inside. He's going to slide him up into him again. There it is. Here comes the wreck. Oh my gosh. The 35 trying to find a way around the 21, putting the bumper to the 74. Oh, good Lord. Landon Lacey somehow going to pass 3 guys in a matter of 2 turns. Oh, there it goes. The 74 takes out the 35. And it looks like there's no damage, but James Pandolf is done. As the incident limit has been reached. Looks like too much front brake was involved in this. Yes, it was. Great job by that 4 car. What a move by Aaron Fowler. That could have ended both of their knots. And watch on board. Wow. He got some of the wall, but I give him nothing but respect and drive for that because that was amazing. Pit road's going to be open again. Michael Trevarthian stays out. Todd Cray staying out. Everybody else, Brandon Puffenberger looks like he's staying out. Jeff Smith going to get the wave around. There's Todd Cray, Brandon Puffenberger, the 00 of Eric Minch. The 57 taking tires. Landon Lacey on pit road as well. He's not got to his box yet. And look at the tire spin on the 57. He's ready to go. There goes Joshua Banks. 75 almost loses it coming off. And the 19 down and away. Here comes Kirk Smith off of pit road. Austin Marion exiting the pit road. Trevarthian, your leader. Man. Well, this race started out fantastic. Like, I'm not going to lie. Those last 20 laps have been so chaotic. This is the most chaotic race I've seen these guys have in a long time. I'm going to be honest, because I'm honest with everybody. I don't know if people realize who they're racing around because there's some guys in here going for a championship. And I don't think everybody realizes who they are. And if you don't realize who they are, well, I got notes right here. And I'll tell you who they are. So, the guys in the championship, trying to make the championship, they got to get through the night first. Eric Morelli, Todd Cray, Aaron Fowler, Kyle Frame, Kurt Smith, Eric Spencer. Todd Cray, Kyle Frame, the top two highest right now. And then I believe it is Eric Spencer after that. Eric Spencer in 5th, yeah. And then, I'm trying to see. Kurt Smith is in 10th. And Eric Borelli, I think, back in 14. 16. Yeah, 16. Man. Guys need to realize this is a playoff race. I think they forgot. Here we go. And the green flag is out. And I don't know if it's me, but was it a little iffy on that restart for the 21? He was able to jump in front. Big wreck behind him. Big wreck behind him. No caution comes out. This was a huge wreck, and it happened right in front of the 35 of Landon Lacey. 75 got some of the 19. That is 2 teammates, I think. No, they're teammates. Wow. Oh, Lord. Todd Cray with the lead. I'm still questioning that restart. I thought it was a little early. Maybe it's just me. Joshua Banks working on second. There comes a bump from the 36 on the 31. Joshua Banks still working on that 31 who gets into the wall. That's going to open up the bottom for both of them guys. As Trevarthian hits the wall, Kyle Frame trying to take away that spot. Not going to happen just yet. As the laps are ticking down very fast. And Frame will take away third spot. Austin Marion trying to hold on to 6. Not going to be able to happen. 75 comes up a little bit. And Eric Spencer moves into 6th place. Kurt Smith having a good run up to 10th. Not bad at all for one of your chase drivers. Going to need a little bit better finish in order to try to keep advancing. Of course, this is not an elimination race, but it goes a long ways. Last time by on the track, Joshua Banks the fastest and Landon Lacey. The 65 with the bump on the 4. We may have a battle for the top spot right here in about just a few moments because Todd Cray is all being ran up on by Joshua Banks, who has a ton of damage. Or not a ton, he's got a little bit on the right front, but that pink number 36 Macros tool is going to give the bumper to the 21. We have seen this time and time and time again. Joshua Banks always comes up one short. Tonight, we'll find out if he's going to come up one short or not. He backs off the corners a little bit more than the 21, tries to get the run out. We'll see what he does here. Top 5 all within a second of each other. We'll say a second. We'll say 2 seconds of each other. Landon Lacey's still 2 seconds off right now. And I don't know if the cautions are done. I'm still expecting possibly a green-white checker, I'll be honest. Last time by on the track, Landon fastest, but then it was Kyle Frame just about even with him. At the line again, it looks like this time it will be Kyle Frame the fastest on track. Look at that number 57 car. See the damage on the 57. She tries to run down. That 36, that's 36 trying to run down. I did get word from race control that the 21 did not get a restart violation. They just checked the replay and it looked like that the 31 spun tires. So at least that clears it up. He does have older tires. Looks like looking at it, well, him and Todd Craig both have the same amount of tires, but he does have a little bit older tires. So that is why the restart is on, or restart, why I thought it was a violation. But it was not, so good looking out by Skyler and getting that done. So thank you for letting me know. Joshua Banks, though, trying to run down this 21. Been a bridesmaid week in and week out this season. Looking good now, though. She may have a chance to put the bumper back to that 21 car. He does have a small run out of turn 2. Not going to be able to get there just yet. Drives it really deep this time into turn 3. I apologize. Another good run out. That gap's definitely closing. He was faster last time by. Will we see that everlasting caution that we always see late in these races and mix things up? I'm thinking we're going to see it. It's just a matter of when. Who's it going to be? Oh, there comes the 36 with the run to the inside. Todd Craig trying to shut the door. Not going to happen. Maybe some contact as they drag race down the front stretch. Pass for the lead late in this race at Martinsville. The 57 looks on. This is going to allow 4th to catch up as well, possibly 5th. The more these two battle, and they do got a lap car up in front of them, not too far ahead. This is going to be huge. Side by side, contact. Rub it off turn 4. Once again, rubbing and touching fenders. Oh, I love Martinsville. 21 in the wall. Championship contender gets passed by Kyle Frame, who is also in the chase. Now, can Kyle run down Joshua with 136 laps complete? 135 laps are about to be complete, not 136. Looks like right now fastest on the track last time by looks to be Kyle Frame. No, I apologize. Joshua Banks last time by. To the line, Joshua Banks once again. Now he's got clear track. He does have the lap car of Eric Mensch who lets him go. He scared the crap out of me, and I about jumped out my seat. And let's see. Who else is the fastest on track? Looking through the field. You know, right now our top 8 really close with each other in time-wise. It still looks like Kyle Frame that time was a little bit faster than Joshua Banks. Will he have enough time to catch him again and try to get underneath him? That's a whole different game whenever you try to pass, especially at a short track like Martinsville. The run out really important on any short track you go to. That time by Travarthian, the fastest on track. He is on the back bumper of Todd Craig. Still waiting to see if we have that one last caution that makes this thing very interesting. Everybody looks like they're kind of calmed down just a little bit late in this race. But you never know, as Kurt Smith hits the wall right in front of Todd Craig. Checks up that little group. They do get around him, looks like pretty easy. He goes high and lets all of them go. Kurt Smith in the chase as well. And that number 69 truck running 10th right now. However, 1 lap down. Jeff Smith with a very impressive run, back up to 11th after getting involved in an early wreck. And what's impressive, at one time he was 10 laps down, I think. Now he's up to 6 laps down. So that's impressive on his part. Back up front. Kyle Frame. Not that much fast. Actually, he's a little bit slower that time by. Fastest that time out of the top 5, Landon Lacey. However, Joshua Banks should, I think, be coming up on some more lap traffic. No, next lap car is exiting turn 2. So we should be good to the end from what I'm seeing, unless a caution was to come out. There should be no lap cars to mess up these leaders. And if you all know what I'm talking about, if you watch the the Tuesday Night League, we had some lap cars get in front of leaders and cause a big wreck, and it was a whole mess. So you never know with lap cars, it could happen. Joshua Banks slowly starting to pull away, and this has got to be a big win for him if he's able to hold on, because he was able to beat out Todd Cray, and that's been his pretty much nemesis, I guess you could say, this season, or kryptonite this season. Todd Cray has been super fast week in and week out in everything he runs. So it's not a surprise to see them two once again up towards the front, as it is Kyle Frame slowly losing grip of that number 36. 1.2 seconds in front of the rest of the field is Joshua Banks. Battle's going to be for second, as Todd Cray slowly starting to apply some pressure to the 57. Going down into turn 2, you see Cray actually runs a little bit higher, not much, than the 57. I don't know if that's helping him or not, but looks like the gap has been closing. Once again, he does the same thing, especially enter the turn. He don't enter as deep as the 57. Cray gets loose off turn 4, however, and that may actually allow the 31 of Trevarthian to catch up just a little bit. Just looking right now, not really much really close-wise besides our top, well, second, third, fourth, and fifth really close. Other than that, everybody pretty much behind them spaced out for the most part, with the exception of 7th and 8th of Austin Fowler, or Aaron Fowler and Austin Marion. 3 laps to go, as Joshua Banks may have just disconnected. No, he's back. Woo, that would have been bad. He's lagging a little bit. Hopefully he's able to hold on. The gap actually did shrink quite a bit, though, with that lag issue. Now down under a second. I still don't think it's enough time, though. 2 laps to go on a half-mile track. Coming to 1 to go this time. White flag will be in the air for Joshua Banks, trying to go half a mile more. Through turns 1 and 2, it looks like now the battle's going to be back for third. The 31 underneath, not going to be able to get there just yet. That's going to be close. We're going to keep an eye on first place. Coming out of turn 4, it will be Joshua Banks winning the Martinsville 79 here in Virginia. At the line, Todd Cray holds on for third. Kyle Frame does finish second. Trevarthian fourth. Landon Lacey fifth. Eric Spencer brings it home 6th. So our biggest, I don't want to say losers, but our biggest loss of the night for the chase drivers goes to Eric Borelli, which is a huge shock. And as I'm looking right now, Kurt Smith, maybe, no, let me look. Yeah, Kurt Smith and Eric Borelli, it looks like, will be the 2 lowest chase finishers tonight. But what a win by this guy. Joshua Banks somehow brings it home in the top spot. Let's bring in Joshua as he burns the house down. You see him celebrate. We'll pull him in here in just a moment. And that number tolls for a cure, or tolls for a cause. Number 36, breast cancer pain. Joshua Banks burning the house down. Josh, you got me?
I got you, brother, man.
Man, you did it, dude. You was able to finally beat, I'm going to say your kryptonite or arch nemesis, I guess, of Todd Cree, because that's what it's been all season whenever it's you two racing near each other. You did it tonight, though. Leading 16 laps, making a big pass lane. Talk us through your night, man.
It was tough. I'm not going to say it was a breeze by any stretch of the imagination, because we had a couple incidents there, having to go back to the back, work our way up through the field, and then also at the beginning of the race having to work from the back up to the front. But once I grabbed that lead, I was hoping to grab the lead as soon as I could, because I knew that it was going to be hard to pass once you got the lead, because I can hopefully pull away. So thankfully, I was able to get it and capitalize one of these things.
You had to work your way up from almost dead last, which I'm going to be honest, I didn't think anybody would be able to do. Because it is Martinsville and it's so tough here. What was it like trying to work your way up through there? How did you get to the front?
Patience, man. And I've learned from racing these things this past week is to conserve that right front tire and try not to burn up the rear tires as well coming off. So if you can save that right front, especially, you can go in the corner pretty good and get good exit. So kept that in mind all race and just played it safe, stay out of the wrecks, didn't try to do anything stupid, even though I know I did a couple things stupid. But we did it. We won, so I'm not complaining.
You came in here and played spoiler, and that's what you're meant to do. Let's be honest. You're not here to let the chase guys win. You don't care about the chase guys, and you showed it. I mean, man, you put the bumper to Todd Great. I loved it. Like, I'm online. Like, I seen you put the bumper to him once, and it fired me up. I love watching it because I love short track racing. Man, you was able to do it 16 laps led, started from 18th spot, up 17 spots from where you started. Give shout-outs.
Oh, man, just thank you, Adam, for broadcasting. I'm hoping the guys that watch this race, the ladies and gentlemen watching this race, enjoyed it. It was a lot of fun. Thank you, Nate and Scott and all the Adamants for hosting a great league. It's a fun league. No matter where I finish, it's a fun league, so it doesn't matter about that. But fun league, and yeah, check out my YouTube channel, Dusty Vengeance. I've been a little slacking on videos, but I hope you guys still check it out and leave support, so it'd be awesome.
That was awesome, man. Big win. Congratulations.
I appreciate it, boss man.
Next up, we'll bring in runner-up, Kyle Frame, who, with a big second-place finish and really going to help him in the points-wise because of the chase. Kyle, you got me?
Yes, sir.
Man, big tonight. You led 65 laps, which I believe is the most laps tonight, so I believe that's an extra bonus point as well. Let's go ahead and talk about tonight before we get involved with the chase stuff. Talk us through your night. You started 5th. You ran up front for most of the night. Talk us through your night.
Well, like I said, I started 5th. Truck it felt fast. I was keeping those guys in front of me, and I was able to get a little off cycle on tires, and then I was able to run them back down. And then once they pit, the lead fell in my lap for the most part, really, and just kind of stuck out there. No,
how important lap traffic? It's always a thing when we come short track racing. How difficult is it to work through lap traffic and around other cars being it's so tight?
You just have to, usually you want to say race the track, but when there's this many guys out there with a lot of lap traffic, you have to anticipate their braking points and brake almost a little early, just to keep yourself clean.
All right, so let's go over to the chase now. You come in here, and I'm gonna be honest. Everybody knows you're fast, but let's be real. Eric Spencer was leading the points. Don't think it's like that now. I'm not 100% sure on that yet, but you needed a good finish, and this was probably one of the tracks where it's a crapshoot. Let's be honest, because this is the toughest points race I think we go to. We go to Texas and Phoenix, and I just got word, by the way, you are leading the points by 5 now. So coming into tonight, what was the main goal? I mean, I know a win would be, nice, but what was the main goal for the points was?
My goal was to win. Because I needed to secure the position into the final round there at Homestead, and this was I had this race circled. Short tracks are my thing, and this is very similar to my home track. It's a little longer, obviously, but it's very similar to my home track. That's my bread and butter. So I needed to win here, but a second place will do, I guess, give me a good cushion.
I feel like when you say that, you're a little worried about Texas. That's from what I'm kind of understanding. But Phoenix, I feel like you may be able to do something because it is more of a flatter track. How do you feel about the next 2 races we go to?
The mile and a half haven't been very forgiving for me this year in the trucks. I've struggled a lot with them as far as getting caught up in wrecks and just gonna get stuck in the back and not finishing very well. So yeah, Texas is a little scary for me. So that's why this race was huge for me. And then Phoenix, yeah, Phoenix is also, it's kind of a toss-up. It's, you know, it's one of those intermediate tracks where it's kind of like Pocono.
Man,
odd shape. It's kind of just in the middle.
When I first started the chase thing, when we first started chase, I put my picks in. I had you in the Final Four, but I picked Eric Borelli to win. Of course, Eric had a bad night tonight, so I may be completely busted on my bracket. So thank you for proving me wrong. But you know, but all in all, man, a good run for you tonight, and a second place still not bad for points wise. Anybody you want to give shout outs to?
Oh yeah, definitely. You know, all the guys over at Lazy Days Racing, which is soon to be Blown Gasket Racing, going through a name change. They do a lot for me as far as pushing me to be faster every week, week in and week out. You know, it really helps me out. Skylar, Nate, Mitch, all these guys that put this league on. I know John has not been showing up lately, but everybody does such a great job for putting these leagues on. You guys for broadcasting, you always do a great job. I always go back and watch them regardless of how I finished. So appreciate you guys coming out.
You'll like this one because this was good. So good job, man, and we'll talk to you next week.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks, bud. All right, next up, let's bring in Todd Cray, who almost had it. He comes up just short on that last restart. Hey, Todd, you got me?
Hey, Adam, got you loud and clear.
Well, the K&N champion, we already pretty much realized that one. But tonight, it was all about the chase for the trucks. And you come home in third place. You had a good chance to win this thing. It was close. We always see you and Joshua battle it out. First off, let's talk about you now. Overall, how do you think it went in your eyes?
Hey, I got to be happy with the top three here. Hats off to Joshua. Yeah, we always race good running where he started to come that far on this track. Take my hats off to him. But, you know, I just got kind of mixed up with our pit stops tonight. Took that first pit stop, put us back in traffic. Then at the end, I didn't take a pit stop. So I kind of got mixed up on pit road a little tonight. You had to watch your back, just, you know, see who was coming and going. And it's just a tough position, you know, trying to race for that win. But seeing a couple guys had a bad night. You know, so, but, you know, we kept it rolling, so pretty happy with that.
So to let you know the points, because they have been updated, Kyle Frame, of course, takes the points lead by 5 over you. You now up to second, Eric Spencer, Kurt Smith, Aaron Fowler, and Eric Borelli. I kind of asked Kyle the same question that I'm going to ask you. Next week, we head to Texas and then Phoenix. Out of them two tracks, which one do you think you'll be able to pull off and possibly get a win?
I like Phoenix. Do real well there. Like these flat tracks. Just got to have better pit strategy and kind of have an idea of what's going on there. So knowing when to pit and when not to pit and try to get a little better at that. But yeah, I like Texas too, to be honest with you. So I'm excited about the last two races. Racing our way in here at Talladega and, you know, gaining some points here and starting to feel good about it. Let's get a little momentum.
Yeah, you got, you know, speaking of momentum, you actually got a little bit because Talladega was kind of an unknown for you. So coming in here, I mean, that's got to be even more momentum now that we go back. We don't have any more short tracks, no more super speedways. Now it's all about mile and a halves and places like that. So, man, a good run tonight and second points. Definitely excited about that. So congratulations. You may have a chance to actually win 2 championships, which would be impressive. So congratulations on third place. Shout outs to anybody you want to give.
Just the Pets in Paradise tonight. Down the mics, Trackside Racing Network, Go Fast Racing. Another great night. A lot of guys here, tough racing. Just having a real good time, man. And we're going to try to get back at it and try to go for this championship.
Good job, buddy. And we'll talk to you next week. Go out there and see if you can get a win.
You got it, guys. Good night.
All right, let's bring in Nate Anderson, Skylar Allen, the two race control / owners / everything else that has to do with this league to get everything set up.
What's going on, Adam?
Well, I'm not even going to ask you about your night, Skylar, because I am beyond in words of what happened.
This truck series has been horrible to me all year. That's all there is to it.
They have. All right, so first off, I want to kind of ask about something else. I kind of want to skip next week. I want to go straight to November 9th, because that is a sponsored race, and that's a big race. Semper Fi 113 presented by Disabled Military Veterans. first off, let's go ahead and talk sponsor-wise. And I had a question. You know what? Let's skip that first. Let me ask you another question. Winter Series. I want to mention that because I had somebody ask in the chat, and I want you to bring it up. What is the Winter Series for anybody out there, and what can they do to join?
Pay attention to Facebook. We're going to host some recruiting races. Get in there with us in the recruiting races, race around our drivers, and let us get to know everybody and figure out what everybody's kind of all about and get everybody grouped together. And then, so Friday nights, we're going to run the super late models. It's I want to say a 10-week season.
I think so.
With a couple of off weeks built into it because of Christmas and whatnot. I think we've got, but we added some different tracks this year to it. Some of the newer iRacing tracks, a couple of fun races that we had last year that were staples of our season, if you will. The super late models at Watkins Glen is always a good time.
That's fun.
It's a blast. We added Myrtle Beach this year as a new track to iRacing. At the request of some drivers, we added Milwaukee. Hint, hint, Nate wanted to run his home track. And then we're going to cap it off at Iowa, where we'll crown our second Super Late Model Series champion. We have, I'll ask Nate if he knows who's the defending champion of that series.
What's going on?
I was asking Nate if he knew who the defending Super Late Model Series champion was.
Yeah, the guy should have got black flagged a couple times, but we don't do that. So
that'd be me.
That's
anyway, so on Wednesday nights we're gonna run our super trucks, which is the old truck, on varying range of tracks.
Okay.
It's a little bit of everything. I'm trying to pull up the schedule for it now. It is, we start out with like Talladega, and then we'll run some 1.5 miles. So we've got a road course worked in there, but it's primarily 1.5 miles and larger tracks. Nothing real short. Kansas, Atlanta, Homestead, stuff like that. That series was a lot of fun. One race last year, I don't remember which one it was. We actually had Noah Gregson come in and race with us. That was pretty cool. That was kind of neat. So another 10-week series. Not sure who the champion was there either. No, just kidding. And then our next dirt series is going to be run on Sunday nights. It's going to be the UMP Dirt Mods, running a 10-week schedule. Pardon me. As of right now, the schedule is set, but subject to change based on iRacing releasing any new tracks. Nate can help me here. I think we're running 50 or 60 lap races.
Yeah, I'm thinking 60.
And that'll be some fun sideways racing. Dirt racing is always kind of a fun break from the monotony of all the asphalt racing we do all year. We've spent the last 35 weeks running, race in and race out on asphalt. So it's nice to mix some of the dirt in there. Our defending dirt series champion would be Nate. So it'd be interesting to see if anybody can take that championship away from him this time. So any of those series that you want to run in, Super Late Model and Dirt are restricted to our league members only. Our Super Truck series on Wednesday night is run out in open hosted rooms. Anybody's welcome to come in. Anybody, whether you join the league or not, you're really eligible. If you run every race, you're eligible to win a championship. Even if you never race another race with us after that, you still kind of got that notch in your belt, if you will, that you won that championship. So it's a lot of fun across all of the different series that we're gonna do. It's kind of nice because they're shorter races. It kind of slows the pace back for the winter, gives everybody a chance to kind of, relax. And then we'll get into February. We'll hit some recruiting races real hard for next year. It's been a lot of fun this year. I'd say by and large, I haven't really had a chance to talk to Nate much here lately. I've been pretty sick, but by and large, I feel like the 2017 season has been a tremendous success for us.
So real fast, November 9th, I'm expecting to see a lot of patriotic paint schemes, correct?
I would hope so. Just because of kind of along with the sponsor lines and stuff. We've had some really good sponsors step up and help us this year, but more importantly, and I know there's probably more, but I can name 2 or 3 veterans that race with us every week, and it's a neat way for us as an entire league to show our appreciation to our veterans. Saturday, November the 11th, is Veterans Day, and it was just something that one of our sponsors wanted to put that race weekend, and I don't know, I can't remember if it's the whole weekend that is sponsored for. I want to say it is. I want to say the Veterans Day race is like the Veterans Day one something at Phoenix. The only one that might not have been would be possibly the K&N race, right. But I encourage any of our drivers to fly their red, white, and blue of some sort on their cars for those Veterans Day weekend races. I think that'd be a great way to pay tribute to the guys that not only race with us, but anybody who watches, and just everybody in general who's fought for our country. And it's a pretty near and dear thing for me, so I think it's something neat to do. So I definitely encourage everybody to get the cars painted up.
I agree. All right, man. Good race again.
I have one question for you. I need your help. There's something going on coming up. I don't know if it's the 4th that Trackside's doing. Can you help me out with that? What's going on?
So basically what it is, it's called Extra Life Kids Charities. And basically all it is video gamers, sim racer, it don't matter what you do, as long as you're doing something. Basically all it is it builds up for charity for kids that have some type of mental illness, and all the money that's donated with the Extra Life, all the money goes to a local hospital that is anybody's choosing. And so what we're doing for TRN, we're broadcasting from 9 a.m. until about 8:30 p.m. Then we'll have a break to get ready for the Go Fast race, which we will still have an Extra Life commercial up as well. But everything we'll be doing that day is going straight to an Extra Life charity. It's called Extra Life Gaming for Kids and stuff. We'll be broadcasting a bunch of different stuff throughout all day here on TRN on YouTube. It just won't be me. I think trying to get Joe Burchett to broadcast that day if he can. A bunch of other people. I know Jack Williams is going to be broadcasting and some other things. So that's what Extra Life is. And, of course, we'll wrap it up that night with the big race for Go Fast Racing, which is the main goal. So, or the main thing.
Awesome. So how does that work then? Is it like for viewers make donations? Do you raise money as you're staying live? Like, is there an amount?
Extra Life will sponsor anything. There ain't no money that they give. You don't give money to them. They sponsor whatever you want to put up from Extra Life. And all the money there'll be a link in the description. All the money goes straight to Extra Life, which is then distributed to the hospital for kids. It's only for kids. It ain't for any other type of hospital. It ain't for anything else. It's only for kids. Like, we see absolutely none. It all goes straight for Extra Life for kids charities. And what I have set for TRN is East Tennessee Children's Hospital, because that's my local hospital, and that goes to kids cancer and kids diabetes, which I know you're big with, for JDRF and stuff like that, and other stuff within hospitals. So basically it's just a big thing for kids to try to raise money for kids that have some type of illness.
Awesome. It's neat to see. Yeah. It's neat to see stuff like that happening. So,
and we've done a good thing here, though. I mean, I like it more, honestly, no disrespect to all the other leagues. I like the fact that we're doing it on Go Fast for that race that night. I know we're not actually doing that for Go Fast. We'll have something on our broadcast special for Extra Life, like the callers and stuff, but we're not going to change anything as far as sponsors for the league. But it goes good with Go Fast because we've done, in my personal opinion, we've done a lot with Go Fast as far as raising money for certain charities. Like the JDRF, we've raised, I don't know how much it was. It was a lot. So I love the fact that it is with Go Fast.
Yep, that's really neat. And then switching gears real quick, there were a couple issues tonight. After I crashed, I pretty much stayed involved in the race as race control. There was a questionable restart late in the race. From my vantage point, it's really hard because I don't get an indication of exactly when the green came out. So I have to do the best I can to base it off of the leader, when the leader accelerates versus when anybody else. And so the best I could put was the guy on the inside. I think both of them were on old tires, but I think the guy on the inside had some wheel spin issue and checked up the whole inside line. So it really made it look like the 21 jumped way out to a lead, but didn't feel like he did at that time.
I think it was wheel spin as well, by the way.
And then there was an issue. There was a pit lane violation that was brought up mid-race that was addressed as quickly as could physically be addressed, with some warnings to drivers. So next year, I've got commitments from a couple of our admins that are going to sit out different series, and they're going to show up each week, but they're not going to race. They're going to connect, and they're going to sit there, and they're going to watch, and they're going to be an in-race admin for that series. I want to say Minch committed to Xfinity. I'm planning to do it with our Cup, and I'm yeah. So I'm hoping I can get some of the other admins to step forward and kind of fill that on a more regular basis. So that way there's one live admin in the, kind of in the admin tower, if you will, that can relay information, can review every restart, can watch for different violations. If somebody's questioning a restart or a pit road situation or something, today's specific pit road situation, there was maybe some misunderstanding between driver and, I want to say he said maybe team owner, as to what was or was not okay. And when the rule was read to him, he was like, yep, I definitely violated that.
Me, by the way.
He was like, yeah, I definitely violated that. And, he was ready to serve a penalty, which is really cool that he was man enough to say, hey, yep, you know what, if that's what the rule says, I effed that one up, that one's on me. So, it was really good of him to at least own that. And he kind of might have pushed it off the blame on, well, my team owner said there was no rule.
You're a real awesome male, buddy. I sit there and told the guys, I was like, hey, I didn't see any rules. I said, drive through pit boxes. I said, it'll help you get out faster. Well,
yeah, no, he did it, and he did it on the way in, which is a lot more noticeable because where he was pitting, he could cut into the inside wall and shave some time off on pit entry. So,
at least it was brought up.
So, but we got it brought up now, kind of gets everybody on the same page, and so I've sent you a message. Looks like Kyle Frame, Todd Cray, Eric Spencer, Kirk Smith, Aaron Fowler, and Eric Barilli are going to be your.
Last name wrong.
I spelled the whole thing wrong. I think I was in a coughing fit when I was typing it. So, I'm glad that I clarified that. I'm sure you probably knew who it was, but it's definitely this is going to be technically be our third championship we're going to crown, but it's going to be our first official NASCAR champion that we're going to crown. So that's pretty exciting. We're going to get to Homestead in just a matter of a few very, very short weeks. We'll be there, and we'll be crowning our first NASCAR Series champion. I think 3 weeks, maybe 3 weeks from tonight, we'll be crowning our Truck Series champion. So, there's 2 races left, Texas and Phoenix, and I'm going to say that even 26 points out, anything could happen with Barilli. I mean, he could go win at Texas. He could dodge some calamity at Phoenix and work his way back into the top 4. It's one of those deals where he's 26 points behind the leader, but he's 16 points outside of 4th. So, or
really hard hit.
He's 16 or 18 points behind 4th. So that's not
far, no.
Really an insurmountable number to make up. And congratulations to those 6 people on making the chase. They definitely earned their spot, and we're going to trim that field to 4 in just a couple weeks at Phoenix. So anything could happen, and I would say don't count anybody out just yet.
Yeah, for sure. All right, man. Good catching up. We'll do it again next week.
Yes, sir. No more racing this week. That kind of sucks.
It's true. All right, I'll talk to you here soon. All right, guys, thoughts on the race. Congratulations to Joshua Banks. Good race. I mean, we heard it from everybody. That was a good race, especially towards the end. It was fun to watch. As Skylar mentioned, no racing the rest of this week. Actually, we do not broadcast tomorrow, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. We are back on Tuesday. Not on Wednesday. We're back here on Thursday. So broadcast kind of trimming down a little bit for the winter stuff going on. So that's okay, though. Looking forward to it. It's been fun. I'm looking forward to next week. Thanks, everybody, for watching. We'll talk to y'all later. Have a great night. Flag is in the air here at New Hampshire. Once this race continues, things can change in an instant at day 7. Thomas Showers Jr. did get his lap back. There he goes, celebrating tonight at day